It might be more than 2 years. Then almost 2 years. So you might have seen my face around 1.5 years, I guess, because last video I think I posted was in September, October. I don't remember. Yeah. So yeah, I'm showing back my face after a long time, and like I have 150 subscribers. I don't know if you even know me, but it's okay. So the whole point of this video, if you know that what I have been posting 2 years back was about solving coding problems, and this video is about the same. And I'll just come to the point. I'm just starting that series once again. Instead, it won't be like what I was posting earlier. It won't be short videos. I think because I've tried a lot both on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. I think most people are not aware because they people who watch short videos are not really much interested in learning things and coding. So these will be long form videos, and I'll be posting one problem per video. That could be an easy problem if we solve it earlier. Oh yeah, how we'll solve it, I'll come to it. But if it's an easier problem and if you solve it earlier, it could be a few minutes. And if it's a harder problem, or if we take some time to solve that, it could be a few hours or 1 hour, depending upon how much time we take. My main purpose to do this is to is to show you what it really takes to do solve coding questions. What I see mostly in the coding courses, then a lot of famous celebrity, why I'm calling them celebrities, a lot of famous tech people on the internet. What they're doing is that they solve a problem already on their behind. I don't know if they really solve it, or they just understand the answer from a solution, and then they just present it in front of you that yeah, this is done. That's okay, that's fine. You will be able to understand in that way much better. But the better way to do is go throughout the process, start reading the problem, understand it at your own pace, and input your answer. Not only just try to solve it so that you just get a green tick, but also to improve that answer up to its maximum extent. For example, making it the best solution in terms of time complexity or space complexity. So yeah, that's how I'll try to do one video per day. I'll try. I'm not sure because there are a lot of things that I am responsible for now. So let's see how it goes. I hope it's better than what I did last time because it was very hectic. I was just focused on making short videos. I don't know why, but yeah, it's fine. So we'll make long form videos, one question per video, and mostly we'll start with LeetCode and we can move to other platforms if some other platforms had better questions. But I think we'll be on LeetCode only. The question comes, why am I starting this once again, and why coding is so important? So if you don't know about my background, I'm working as a DevOps engineer from last 5 years. And if you know about DevOps as a background, there is not much coding involved in DevOps. You are just dealing with cloud resources, cost optimization, writing infrastructure as code, which is declarative coding. It's not the normal problem solving or the coding we do to improve performance. It's declarative. You just write code to create what you want in terms of cloud resources. That's it. There are a few places where you can use your coding skills and improve the code a little bit, but not much. The only place coding comes into coding will come to this. You actually write code and you try to improve the try to improve the process through coding is scripting. So the pipelines that we create in DevOps, for most of those pipelines, the backend, the soul of that pipeline is a script. Script is just like the normal programming we do, but instead of being object oriented or it is just a one by one step of whatever execution you want to happen. If you want to build something, you write first build and then test and then scan it for the vulnerabilities and then deploy. It's just a sequential thing. So again, there is not much scope of pushing what you learn in coding into the scripting jobs that I do. But yeah, a lot of scripting is involved in whatever I do. So and a lot of time it has also helped me. So there are a few times when I was able to improve the pipeline times from 2 hours to 15 minutes just because I know few better data structures who could handle some of those tasks. And the people who then the DevOps engineers who have worked before me didn't know about that. That's why their pipelines were taking 2 hours and mine took only 15 minutes. My managers were a lot of time were shocked how I am able to do it. But it was no miracle or anything. I just used basic better coding techniques that I have learned during whatever I have learned through lead coding and during my college years and post college years. I believe what recently has happened after the AI, you can say AI revolution. I don't want to call it revolution. Whatever when the AI has come into picture, is people have lost their faith in coding, writing good code or being good at coding, being good at problem solving. But I think it's the opposite. In reality, the case is opposite. This is the time where you should focus more on making yourself better in coding and better in problem solving, because AI now can do other stuff very well. For example, if you pitch me against a full stack Node.js developer who knows everything about React and frontend and everything, and me who just knows about the basic Node project and the build techniques, and if you give me a very good AI tool against the other person who does not have any AI tool and he's just relying on his experience, the chances are very high that I will be able to create a web page or software very close to his quality. I'm not saying I'll be able to totally match a quality of someone who is working on Node.js for 5 years or 6 years or n numbers of years or if he's a very senior or expert programmer about that. But I will be very able to closely match it because of just an AI tool, because how good has AI has become. I have seen it with my own eyes. So this is the time when having good coding skills is the most prominent time. It's my belief. I don't know about what industry thinks. It's just what I feel. Because again, rote knowledge and normal sequential knowledge and tool knowledge you can immediately gain from the help of AI. It's just 2 prompts away, and I'll be on the same platform as a very experienced Node.js developer to know what I need to build a better web page or to build an efficient web page. So I think this is the only thing that will be able to differentiate between a good engineer and bad engineer. This is the same reason why the better companies, the bigger companies, the bigger startups, they were focusing on engineers who could write very good code. If you still look at their job postings, they'll not, very rarely they'll put in the JDs like should be this proficient in this tool, that tool, or should know this stack, that stack better. They'll be just writing should be a better programmer in certain language, or some list of languages, should be able to code better in these languages. Because I myself has experienced is that if you are good in coding I believe is like math of post graduation, or once you start working in tech. When you're in school or college, if you are good in maths, the chances are that you will be better in a lot of things. Just because math is a subject which makes you sharper, believe it or not. I'm not insisting that the person who doesn't know math or who is not into tech or science is not sharp, cannot be sharp. But I'm just saying, being good in maths is a very good sign of that someone is very sharp, and the chances are that he is better in others science or tech fields is very high. Similarly, it is with coding when you talk about technical field. If you're good in coding, the chances are that you will be able to learn other skills very much better, and you will be able to do other things as better as I could. And I've seen that in my five years of experience, I've seen that a lot. There are people, very senior people, my peers and my juniors, I've seen that they don't know anything about coding, and I've seen what they're able to do in their day-to-day tasks and in normal whatever we do in scripting and all. So it is, I think this time is very important that we start focusing on our coding skills once again. And that is the reason I have started this series once again. And it is not just for content and that I'm just posting it because I want to make content out of it. Sorry for my camera, I can see it is a very bad quality right now because I'm recording from the front camera of my laptop. But please bear with me. Yeah, so it is just not for content, it is just for my learning as well. So I will be making myself in, I'll whatever level I was, I'll just open the chart here. Okay. Let me switch to the scene and let me reset my camera because I know it gets stuck. You might be able to see me at the bottom right. I hope I'm visible, right? Yeah, camera is working. Okay. So this was a chart that I prepared. Yeah, holding now. Okay. This was a chart that I prepared to show what levels of coding people I have seen and what level I'll explain. So beginner people are the one who are in college, who have no experience or might have some level of experience, but I still put them in beginner because they have no real life example of working how coding can make things better. This was a question I used to also ask myself, that if a problem exists when I was in college, when I was very naive, that if a problem is already solved on the internet by someone else, why we are working on to solving that again? But again, it comes back to the math, how compared to math. The basic coding thing, what we are able to do, AI might be able to write code better, but the reason we are learning coding here to make ourselves sharper, to improve our day-to-day decisions, because coding is the math of tech industry. Okay. Now the second people are basic. There is no seniority level I'm talking about here. It is just the knowledge level. A lot of people might be very ahead in their career, but they might be at this basic level because they just know the basic syntax here and there about the language, but they might not be able to solve complex problems if I give them on the language that they work on. For example, if I give someone a program to add 2 numbers or 10 numbers or write some pattern or create some pattern, they will be able to very easily will be able to do it. But if I give them a scenario-based question or some kind of advanced data structure question, they might not be able to solve it. So once you move ahead from the basic level, you are at good level. Now most of the people I've seen, I've interacted myself, we are at this level. Because reaching this level is not very difficult. You just have to be consistent in learning data structures and algorithms, and if you constantly code solve two, three problems or even one problem per day, you'll be able to reach this level. The real jump happens on this level to expert level, and it's very difficult. I've tried it my last time when I was posting videos in 2024. I was not able to do it. I lost a lot of interviews opportunities because of this also. Because most of the people, if you're at expert level, you will be able to crack almost all of the interviews except very hard ones. But I was not able to make this jump last time, but this time I'll try to do it. So expert, like that, they will be able to solve most problems with ease, and very hard problems or very technical, very niche problems. If given enough time, they'll also be able to solve. But Prodigy are very few people I've seen. Like they are a different league. They are just, I don't know. It feels like they're when they started coding and they just learned it in their mother's womb. Like it's very difficult to understand those kind of people. I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll ever be able to become a prodigy in coding. I don't know if it is possible for me because I'm 27 years old. For a lot of people, for a lot of people in the industry right now, a lot of time has passed, and I don't know why a lot of people think that you cannot learn coding after certain years of experience and you should start moving on into managerial level. I personally do not believe it. I believe that even if you are 27, 37, 47, a better coding mindset will help you solve other problems in tech industry as well. It will give you a better problem solving ability, and you will be definitely able to you will definitely improve your other aspects of your career or technical life if you are able to get better at coding. So that's why I'm starting this series after a long time, and even 5 years of experience. Technically 6 if I would even started just after I got graduated. So yeah, like I said, one video, one problem per video, and the length of the video can be anything depending upon how difficult the problem is to solve. So yeah, okay guys, most of the questions will be on LeetCode, and there is no list that I can show you right now because I've not prepared any. We'll just try to look at any list and the LeetCode, and we'll start solving it. There is no path that we'll be following it here. It will be just one problem per video, and will not quit the video until we solve that problem. It can be for 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours, depending upon that. The original idea of this video was to live stream it. And live streaming was original idea, but again, like I said, right, live streaming is very typical. I've done it, but it requires a lot of things to go right. And if anything goes wrong, the stream stops in between, and like everything, the our work goes to waste. So the better way to do it is to record it. I'll be very honest with whatever I'm doing. I'll not, cut into it, and there might be cuts, but I'll not look into a solution of it, and then I'll try to make myself cool in front of you that I'll solve this problem myself. This will be a very real video, and whatever I will be doing on the video will be putting all the effort, whatever I know, and we'll be trying to solve. We'll be solving it ourselves. We might take a look into hints and few things if we are not able to solve that video, and I'll let you know if I look at it in few hints. And even if I'm not able to solve a problem, I'll definitely let you know if I went to the answer myself. Okay, I'll try not to lie to you, because again, if I'm lying to you about my coding knowledge, I'm lying to myself as well, and I'm lying to my career, and I'm lying to the recruiters as well. Okay, so we'll start this soon. Okay, guys. Bye, and let me stop OBS Studio.